Welcome to the Power Circuit, your definitive guide into Nigeria's power sector. I'm Amara Agugesi, brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, powering the nation through efficient bulk electricity transmission. We have a packed episode for you today. Coming up, Minister of Power Chief Joseph Tegbe commissions 505 kilowatts peak solar mini-grid in Lagos community. In the Northwest, TCN leads stakeholder sensitization on right-of-way protection of power transmission infrastructure in Kaduna. We have an exclusive interview with Engineer Jude Madu, the Assistant General Manager Transmission for the Enugu sub-region of TCN. He breaks down the impact of critical transmission projects that are transforming power supply across Enugu and Ebonyi states. All this and more ahead. Don't go anywhere. This is the Minister's Desk segment of the Power Circuit. The Minister of Power, Chief Joseph Tegbe, has commissioned a 505 kilowatt peak interconnected solar mini-grid in Eredo community, Epe local government area of Lagos State. The project is expected to provide reliable, sustainable electricity to residents and businesses, support economic activities, and advance Nigeria's clean energy transition. Here are the highlights from the commissioning ceremony.
Delivered by the Rural Electrification Agency, REA, under the Interconnected Mini-Grid Acceleration Scheme, IMAS, the Decentralized Energy Project is a direct outcome of the landmark Electricity Act 2023. Speaking at the commissioning ceremony, the Minister of Power, Joseph Tegbe, said the project reflects the federal government's commitment to expanding energy access under President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda.
This event represents another important milestone in Nigerians' collective journey towards universal electricity access, energy security, sustainable development, and aspiration towards a cleaner energy future.
The minister also said the World Bank supported distributed access through Renewable Energy Scale-Up Program. Nearly 3.9 million Nigerians have gained access to solar home systems.
I must also express federal government's profound appreciation to the Nigerian Energy Support Program and to the institutions that stand behind it. The European Union, the Federal Republic of Germany, implemented through the GIZ.
The minister highlighted several recent interventions by the agency, including a 704 kilowatt solar hybrid mini-grid serving over 3,000 customers, a 50 kilowatt mini-grid project in Sokoto State, and renewable energy initiatives in Katsina State aimed at supporting communities facing climate and security challenges. The facility provides clean, sustainable, and reliable electricity to 5 interconnected Lagos communities. It powers homes, small businesses, schools, and health care facilities, thereby stimulating local economic growth and creating job opportunities.
This project stands as a powerful testament of what we can achieve when visionary leadership, strong partnership, innovative financing, and community ownership converge around a common objective, which is delivering reliable electricity power for development. Let me begin by expressing my profound appreciation to Honorable Minister of Power, and this happens to be his first commissioning as the Honorable Minister of Power.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, continues to intensify public sensitization campaigns across the Kaduna electricity transmission region to combat the growing menace of vandalism of power transmission infrastructure and the encroachment on high-tension right-of-way corridors. In this episode, we take you to Kaduna Metropolis, where one of these extensive awareness campaigns is making a difference by engaging communities and promoting the protection of critical national power assets.
Led by the General Manager, Transmission in Kaduna Region, Engineer Nasir Mansur Fada, TCN engages prominent traditional leaders, community members, youth representatives, the media, security agencies, and other stakeholders from key locations like Mando, Rigasa, among other areas in Kaduna during a town hall meeting. One of the focus areas of the campaign is on illegal encroachment. Residents living or trading directly under high voltage lines have been strongly urged to vacate to avoid fatal electrocution risks and neck penalties.
That's a particular tower that even I should measure 25 meters. It should be inside somebody's house. Luckily, that tower that they are selling firewood very close to it. If I measure 25 meters, I will be, there are shops. I will even be inside somebody's house. So what do you want me to do? I'm not there. You see, it's TCN, like I own the line. So I cannot be the owner of the land and the enforcer of the law. As he asks, who will give them permission to? Look at here. They are actually under our line, 330 here. Shops attached to Hajka. Directly under my line. This my shine is directly under my line. So the question I'm asking is the same question is asking. Who will give them permission to build under my line?
The company further provided caveats on taking responsibility for damages. Officials explicitly stated they will not pay compensation for damages or lives lost to individuals who intentionally build within the restricted high-tension right-of-way corridors. Attendees were urged to spread the message about vandalism deterrence. The communities are actively encouraged to act as patriotic custodians of national assets and report suspicious activities to security agencies. There were comments and responses from the key participants during the town hall meeting, which took place at the 330 132 33 kV Mando transmission substation in Kaduna. This place also hosts the Kaduna Regional Headquarters of TCN. With support from the traditional leaders, youth representatives, the media, and key stakeholders, a united stand was taken to protect Nigeria's transmission infrastructure.
Coming your way shortly is the interview segment of the Power Circuit, just after this timeout.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmits bulk electricity from power generating companies, GenCos, to distribution load centers of distribution companies, DISCOs, nationwide. At TCN, we transport bulk electricity at very high voltage to DISCOs, who now off-take it and distributes it directly to electricity customers nationwide. TCN does not generate electricity. We transport the quantum of power generated to distribution load centers. TCN does not distribute electricity directly to electricity consumers. Our job stops where that of the DISCOs begin. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Let's head over to TCN's Enugu transmission region now. Joining us is Engineer Jude Madu, the Assistant General Manager Transmission for the Enugu sub-region of TCN, who gives us a closer look at his role in the vital operations keeping the region powered. What is your role at the Enugu sub-region of TCN?
The AGMT is the technical head of the station. AGMT is saddled with the responsibility of maintaining the critical infrastructures of a transmission network. That is the 330 kV lines, 132 kV lines, and substations. AGMT also supervises the maintenance work to maintain this critical equipment by supervising the maintenance work to be done, making sure the maintenance follow the set down rule, and also to get the acceptable results before the equipment will be restored back to the system. Also mentors the young engineers by training them, especially in modern maintenance technique and the need to be able to make themselves available whenever there is downtime. There are other roles played by AGMT, such as public enlightenment, because these transmission lines cross so many communities. It's passed through the bush and many towns. They have the risk. Most of the time, we have that public enlightenment. We liaise with the communities, the community heads, the community security, so that they help us by protecting our infrastructure across their own domain. And we are getting results. Sometimes they call us when they notice vandals, and we've made some arrests in some other places. Agent is also the project manager in the sub-region. Sometimes there are projects that are initiated by AGMT himself with the approval of national headquarters, and also other projects that are done by external body. It ensures that these projects meet the acceptable standard. And also he makes planning if there is need for additional equipment to be installed, and also the upgrade of the existing one. Most of the time, when AGMT notices the equipment that is no longer performing as expected, he will make recommendation for upgrade and replacement. He also plans for maintenance. We have annual preventive maintenance, we have corrective maintenance. AGMT plans and make sure the maintenance are executed as planned. And the corrective maintenance, he makes sure that maintenance are carried out on timely manner and also on safely manner. He's also the one in charge of safety in the sub-region. He makes sure safety standards are followed. The aim is to make sure the workers work safely without injury, and also for the protection of the equipment. Most of the works we have involves working around high voltage. There should be proper safety procedure so that the life will be protected. We also have other function by AGMT, such as budgeting, procurement. We have equipment we request to put as a replacement whenever we have a critical infrastructure or equipment we want to remove. We want to make sure the spares are available for replacement. These are some of the functions being performed by AGMT.
What is the innovative idea behind the service level agreement being implemented by TCN?
That is a structural framework designed for each of the sector to deliver acceptable services to one another. There are other guidelines that each of the unit, being it transmission, generation, and discos must follow to make sure each side will comply with this agreement. In our own case here, we have some of the projects that we are designed to make sure TCN will live up to their own side of a service level agreement. Many upgrades in our system. Why we need to upgrade our system? When you want to maintain that agreement and you are running very obsolete equipment, or sometimes the equipment might not be available, you are not going to meet with the terms of that agreement. That's why with so many contracts being executed, they were executed to cushion the effect that the TCN will not suffer from lack of equipment or having obsolete equipment. There's no way they can meet up with such an agreement. You know, the agreement have the responsibilities by each of the sector and also penalties when you fail to deliver. That's why TCN embark massively on installations, upgrading, and even making available space. There are other actions being taken by TCN so that some equipment that the operator will normally go to the switcher to operate manually, the management mandated that those equipment should be operated remotely. That will help us, especially when we're under the rainy season. Operator will not have to wait until the rain subsides before going to the switchyard. It will be operated remotely, saving time and also cost. So we have so many projects executed to make sure TCN side of the agreement will be met. TCN will be financially accountable. We are not going to be paying damages by having lack of equipment or having obsolete equipment. So there are so many projects executed to cushion that effect.
How robust is the interface between TCN and the distribution company in the sub-region?
The sub-region, we have the interface manager. He is the one that communicates with the distribution company, and he does that efficiently. He established open line of communication that information to them gets to them on time and the reply we receive on time. Such arrangement helps us when we want to book for an outage, or sometime there will be need for us to meet to discuss certain issue before the implementation. I will say the SLA we have at this interface level is robust, that it has helped us to get the outage on timely manner, and also it helps to minimize outages. We make sure that we follow all the rules expected of us at this level, making sure discos, their feeders are up at all time, carrying out inspection to see if there is any need to carry out preventive maintenance before that equipment will go out. So in the sub-region here, we maintain that relationship with the discos so that we have this equipment up. The consumers will benefit when they have long hours of service.
What are the transmission projects that have been implemented in the Enugu sub-region of TCN?
Our management, they've done really well by making sure we replace obsolete equipment. We upgraded the stations by increasing the capacity, the available power to be way to discos. We have a project here in New Haven, the 330 kV substation here. Additional one by 150 MVA transformer was recently installed and commissioned, and the transformer is serving some area now. Going to 132 kV side, 25 MVA transformer added to replace existing 2x60 MVA transformers. All this installation were designed to make sure the discos will get their requested load, and we even have excess if they want additional load from the station. Going to Ugwaji, the installation of 75 ms reactor and a 1x75 MVA transformer, making it a 132 kV transformer in Ugwaji substation. These ones are also made available so that the available capacity will be able to meet the need of discos and also exceed. At that Ugwaji substation, we are even asking the discos to radiate more feeders from there, and other users, industry should side there because they will have advantage of getting supply, steady supply from that axis. Abakaliki substation, 132 kV substation. We used to have a 1x30 MVA old transformer and a 1x60 MVA. But the 30 MVA transformer was recently upgraded to 75 MVA transformer, increasing the capacity of that transformer and the available load. We also have the 60 MVA that will soon be replaced because that 60 MVA in Abakaliki has technical issue. Management has approved and awarded contract for that transformer to be replaced. When that one will be replaced, there will be no load limitation, because the existing 75 MVA transformer in Abakaliki will be able to cope with the load and even have excess. These are the projects we've commissioned and they are running presently in Enugu sub-region.
That was Engineer Jude Madu, Assistant General Manager of Transmission for TCN's Enugu sub-region, breaking down his role in the critical infrastructure projects that are successfully boosting bulk electricity delivery across Enugu and Ebonyi states. That's a wrap on today's headlines. You heard that the Minister of Power, Chief Joseph Tegbe, has commissioned a 505 kilowatt peak solar mini-grid in Lagos community. In the Northwest, TCN has led a stakeholder sensitization on right-of-way protection of power transmission infrastructure in Kaduna. We had an exclusive interview with Engineer Jude Madu, the Assistant General Manager Transmission for the Enugu sub-region of TCN. He spoke about the impact of critical transmission projects that are transforming power supply across Enugu and Ebonyi states. We love having you with us on the power circuit. Don't miss a beat. Catch all our full episodes on YouTube by searching for TCN_Nigeria. Get social with TCN. Give a like or follow at Transmission Company of Nigeria on Facebook and LinkedIn, and tweet or double tap on X and Instagram via at TCN_Nigeria. Your feedback keeps TCN going. Send your thoughts to affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. Please stay informed always by visiting www.tcn.org.ng and the news site www.tcnnews.ng. As we wrap up, remember, the grid belongs to all of us. Let's protect our power assets by reporting vandalism immediately. I am Amara Agugesi. Thank you for your time.